Hey, what's up everyone? This is K Collections and the beautiful Ishtar is finally here. I've waited a long time for this day. Too bad I can't summon her. This will be my servant review on the Goddess of Love and War, where I break down her abilities, CE recommendations, team strategies, and whether or not you should spend your Saint Quartz to summon her. Upon release, Ishtar will have the third highest attack and HP stats out of the 5-star archers. Her NP gaining stats are really low, but her high hit counts will offset this issue. She has a double arts and buster type deck with a buster NP. Like I said, her hit counts are great. Perform an arts quick arts brave chain for charging her NP gauge. You want to take advantage of the 7 hits on her extra attack. Having only one quick attack, she's not going to be a consistent star generator, but if you perform a buster quick attack, she can generate about 20 stars or so. So I'll say this right now, her active skills are freaking amazing. The effects really support her offensive role and all skills have low cooldowns when maxed out. Her first skill works well with crit servants, like herself for example. She has high star gather rates thanks to her class, and with a 3-turn boost in attack and crit damage means your team will be consistent in damage output, especially if you can generate crit stars. Second skill has a strong NP battery effect. A 50% charge at max level can give you a lot of CE flexibility. That's not all though. An 80% chance to gain invincibility will help her survive NP attacks. It's not always reliable, but it's a high possibility. There's a chance to ignore invincibility as well. That helps her offensively. Her final skill will increase her own attack next turn by 50% when maxed out. This skill does require proper timing and can throw you off if you activate it too soon. It also means you cannot boost her NP attack turn 1 with this skill. Now, what makes this skill so amazing is the insanely low cooldown. When maxed out, it's only a 3-turn cooldown, which means you'll consistently activate this ability. Use this the turn before her NP attack, but even if you mistime it, there's really no consequences because in a few turns, it'll be ready again. Level her third skill first for that consistency, then her second skill, then first. But if you want to prioritize NP charge more, focus on her second, then third, then first. But if you want to prioritize crit damage more, level her first, third, then second. Either way, all her skills are strong. For passive skills, Ishtar has a really high debuff resistance. Most importantly, her independent action helps with her crit roll. Her Noble Phantasm is an AoE attack that increases her buster performance first, before damage. Use her NP attack last within an NP chain to increase her overcharge. From her abilities alone, Ishtar can gain 3 damage buffs, 2 from her skills and 1 from her NP attack. She's definitely one of the highest damage dealing archers in the game. For CE recommendations, increase her buster and crit performances. These 2 CEs will prioritize her strengths. Partake with the King and Golden Sumo will allow you to turn 1 NP if you max out her second skill. The increase in damage will offer consistency outside her NP attack. Brave Hero Ellie is great for Ishtar's buster role, while Holy Night Supper, which is the new craft essence we'll get during the Christmas event, will increase her crit damage and NP damage while giving you a starting NP gauge. Team recommendations! Nightingale and Rikune are effective against servants and can provide offensive support. Ishtar will absorb most of the stars thanks to the other servants being berserkers. You'll also have 6 to 7 arts attack to use, which helps with NP charge. The biggest risk would be team survivability due to having 2 berserkers. Nightingale can heal your servants, but that alone cannot keep herself or Rikune alive for long if enemies target them often. Her buff against humanoids will help against servant battles, and it goes well with Ishtar's team buff. Her buster buff can be used on either Ishtar or Rikune. Use Nightingale's NP first to increase other servants' overcharge. Rikune will be your substitute crit servant, which means she will benefit from Ishtar's first skill. During the turns where Ishtar cannot attack, Rikune's first skill will increase her own gather rate. Like Nightingale, she's effective against servants due to her increased damage against earth or sky attributes. Rikune's NP attack will provide stars for both Ishtar and herself, in which case Ishtar's crit buff will help. For a more budget team, Fuma and Caesar are great crit supporters. Ishtar is your crit damage dealer, Fuma is your star generator, and Caesar is your crit supporter. The weakness for this team would be their inconsistent deck for normal attacks. You'll have a total of 6 quick, 5 busters, and 4 arts to use, so it's somewhat evenly spread out with no real focus. Fuma will generate stars for Ishtar. On top of that, he can increase a servant's star gen. Should Ishtar's invincibility fail, Fuma can grant her evasion as a backup. He can also perform quick chains with Caesar, having a total of 8 quick attacks if you include their NPs. Caesar can increase the party's attack and NP strength, which can be combined with Ishtar's buff. That's a total of 5 offensive buffs for Ishtar when activating her NP attack. Caesar can also generate some stars with his NP attack. Most importantly, he can increase Ishtar's crit damage or Fuma's star gen post-strengthening quest. My final thoughts on Ishtar: she's a very offensive servant who prioritizes in crit and NP damage. All her skills have high synergy with her role and is very consistent thanks to the low cooldowns when max level. She's great for farming, and she's great for boss battles. She can also support your team offensively, especially crit damage dealers. Ishtar doesn't really have any weaknesses. The main problem would be some of her skills, specifically the timing of her third skill and the RNG of her second, but it's not a big deal. So, should you summon for Ishtar? Absolutely. She's a great servant. Even if you have multiple AoE archers, I'd still recommend her. Remember though, if you have Gilgamesh, keep her away from him. Special thanks to all my patrons for supporting me. If you want to support my channel, check out my Patreon. So, will you summon for Ishtar? Also, another curious question. Who do you like more, Ishtar or Aresh? Comment down below, I'd like to know. For me, Ishtar hands down. Well, I hope you enjoyed this video. If you did, hit that thumbs up and subscribe to my channel for more FGO content. Follow my Twitter, Instagram, and join my Discord server. All links are in the description. Have an awesome day. Till next time.